Well, I'm back, you guys.
So when did you know you were playing?
I've been knowing. I just kept it a secret.
How did it feel having a game like that, especially at home?
It was really nice. Just to come back, have my family and friends, everybody out here watching, and for us to be able to put on a performance like we did tonight, it was really one that'll be remembered.
Brett, did your elbow give you any issues during the game, or were you good?
Nah, not much. You know, obviously there was a couple throws I feel like I missed, and you know, you got to get used to the elbow and stuff like that. It sort of messes with your weight and stuff like that, and weight distribution as you throw. But for the most part, everything was pretty smooth, and you know, we just had a good game today.
What do you think of some of those plays your receivers made downfield?
Man, I mean, I give all the credit to the receivers and the O-line tonight. You know, I told them obviously with the elbow. Well, I guess I'm still running today, but you know, they stepped up for me. They stepped up huge, and you know that's the one thing Coach Moore told me was let them make plays, and they came out today and they made plays. The O-line did a great job, led by Jake Brindle, Malcolm, Alex, Scott, Caleb, and then JP, Eldridge. Everybody on the receiving corps did a great job for us tonight.
Thomas Duarte was telling us that you were particularly amped up before the game for this one. What was different aside from just being at home? Was it you know, coming off of the injury that meant something to come out and have
There was a lot of talking, I guess you could say. There was a lot of talking. But you know, at the end of the day, we got to come out here and play football. And that's really, you know, it just excites me just to be able to come back home and like I said, come back in front of my family, those who can't make it to California every weekend, or else when we travel, to be able to play in front of them another time, and just to get a win, and a win like this.
You like seeing that UCLA at midfield in pregame?
Excuse me?
The UCLA and the pitchfork?
Yeah, we saw that.
People are saying you did it.
No.
Brett, you guys beat him with a lot of big plays tonight, 5 over 80 yards. Talk about the explosiveness of the Bruins as a whole.
You know, it like I said, comes down to the whole line again. Everything we did started with them. And for us to be able to get time back there and get those holes open, Paul Perkins making that long run, and Jordan Payton catching a lot of balls and just taking them the distance, and Eldridge on that catch too. You know, it just shows how explosive we can be as an offense, and that's sort of how we like to work. Is, you know, we'll take what the defense gives us, but they, you know, if they screw up once, miss a tackle, we should be able to take the distance like we did tonight.
Brett, why are you guys so much better right now than you were at the opener at Virginia?
You know, I think we just came out and really executed our game plan. Virginia, obviously, is first game, a lot of rustiness you got to get off. But, you know, week in and week out, I feel like we've gotten better as a team. And we just continue that trend and peak at the right time.
How satisfying is it to win that game like that, especially after this team knocked you guys out of the Pac-12 South last year?
Very satisfying. Can't tell you no. Very satisfying. But like I said, they're a great team. They have a bright future ahead of them, and you know, we're happy just to come in and get this victory.
Was this the best the offensive line has played this year?
Man, you know, they've actually played really well, I feel like, this year. But today they really, you know, came out and had their day. They had their night tonight, and you know, like I said, I give them all the credit. They came out and you know, helped me out a lot, and just made this offense work.
How close are you guys to your potential?
We're very close. Very close. And, you know, we just also made a lot of mistakes, penalties. So there's a lot of stuff we can still clean up in this film. But, you know, when you have Ishmael back there on defense and kick return, and our defense playing the way they're playing, and offense playing the way they're playing, as we just keep getting better, sky's the limit.
Even though there were mistakes, 0 turnovers, especially that's big, especially on the road.
Yeah, huge. And to come into this stadium, obviously it was a blackout game, and, you know, everybody – coming. I mean, people getting off work for this game. You know, there was a lot of stuff building up for this game, and you know, for us to be able to come in here and come out with a win like we did was huge for this team. It spoke a lot.
You had that run earlier where you hurdled the guy and then you took a pretty good shot. How much did that help your confidence maybe going through the game beyond that?
I gotta stop hurdling people, but you know, I'm playing football. Like I said, I can't not do what I like doing and how I like playing. Obviously, I have to stop eventually, but you know, it just, you know, it's just us having fun out there, and it's just me going running around having fun out there, and that's sort of what I want to do this game. Is not come in and think that I'm limiting myself by not running or something like that. You know, I want to be able to show that I can still run the ball and do all the things that, you know, God has blessed me to do.
You said before that you haven't reached your full potential as a team. There's that for about 20 minutes you guys put up 42 points. You don't think that's as good as you guys can get? In that
We can get better. We can get better. And like I said, going to the first drive, we had all those penalties and just small mistakes here and there. But I feel like we can be a better team if we just play a complete game. I mean, we can be a really good team.
Any thoughts on your end? What you think is lacking right now?
I don't know. I guess just really understanding our game plan, really studying a little bit more, and just trusting the next man. I think just everybody doing their job, and that's what we got to do.
You took a good shot on the late hit. Did he get you right on the elbow?
Yeah. But like I said, it's football. Obviously, I know I was going to get hit sometime on it. So luckily, I had the padding, massive amounts of padding. So it's good.
What's that brace like? It looks almost like bionic.
Yeah. It is. It is. And that's why it sort of affects you throwing. But it is bionic. It's one of a kind, customized. And like I said, it's just an elbow brace.
How does it affect you throwing? Like what in particular when you're throwing?
Obviously, there's limitations as far as where you can move your arm and what you want to do with your arm when you're throwing and the throwing position you got to be in. But obviously there was about 3 things on the elbow trying to protect it. So there was a lot of limit in movement. But at the end of the day, obviously we got the job done, and I was able to sling it around a little bit. But obviously, weight and sort of how you move your arms when you're throwing.
How much has Jordan Payton kind of changed this year compared to last year in terms of being a go-to guy?
He's balling. He's balling, to say the least. He's doing a great job, and he's just one of those players. Something special is going to come just because how hard he works. I mean, he's in there all the time watching film. He probably watches as much film as I do, maybe. But like I said, he's going to be a great player for us. He's having an amazing season. I think he had like 151 yards receiving, 5 catches, and 2 touchdowns. And that's pretty big.
When you scored that touchdown, you came off of a celebration tapping that injured arm. What did that mean?
Just, man, I'm not limiting myself, basically. I think a lot of people thought I was going to come out and sort of be one-dimensional, I guess, and, to be able to come out here and show that, sometimes you got to play through pain. And, the team, obviously, offensive line, doing a great job like they did. They allowed me to come out here and play my game, play my full game.
And then you said there was a lot of talking. Is there, like, bitterness between you 2 teams or something? What did you mean by that?
I don't want to call it. I mean, it is call it a rivalry, but I guess it's just always tension before the game. And, stuff is said, but, at the end of the day, we just got to go out and you got to put it on the football field.
Was that prior to the UCLA being on their fork or after? Or both?
Didn't help.
You can't speak to the exact timeline.
Did you have a lot of family and friends here tonight?
Yeah, a lot. Chandler High, all of them came out and represented very well, and Coach Iguano, all my family, they came out, and I was just glad to be able to get all of them, the ones that can't make it out to California all the time, to be able to watch me play. Probably the last time.
All right, thanks, guys.
Thanks.